Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Weird Wednesday on BaloneyBrain.com. I am, of course, your host, John House, or Used Toy, and joining me, as always, Daryl House, or Suburban Hobo. How you doing, Daryl?
I'm having a wonderful. How about you? Is it good for you?
I'm having a good day.
It's good for me. I'm like, I got some interesting stories today.
What do you have?
This one kind of, well, you know how from time to time we invite our listeners and our readers to join us if they have ideas for stories they would like to see on Weird Wednesday or on Baloney Brain to pass them along. Well, my friend Joe Bridges down here in Fort Lauderdale, Joe sent me a story, and I thought it was pretty funny. It's about this guy who robbed a bank. His name's Felipe Cruz, and he just screwed it up from the get-go. Well, according to the police, he walks into the bank, and he presents a note to an unidentified female teller. He says, give me the hundreds, the 50s, and the 20s now. And he says, don't set up the alarm. Well, the teller simply backed away from her bulletproof window. He didn't know what to do, so he left the bank. But the agent said he left his stick-up note behind, and the demands had been penned on the back of an online job application form, complete with a handwritten username of Cruz Philip 36, also included a password. Well, the Broward Sheriff's Office got fingerprints. They figured out where he lived, and they're now charging him with attempted bank robbery by trying to rob a bank with a demand note written on the back of his employment search form. The robber's given us a clue. This came from FBI agent Michael Lever. He said in a model of understatement. He finished with this: well, we should have continued looking for honest work. Stupid criminals.
Stupid criminals, and I've got one. I was gonna do this one second, but since you brought up the bank robber,
All right.
man who allegedly robbed a store with a potato,
I
apprehended by
have that.
police.
That's my third story.
Oh, well, we've done that before.
We have. It's a great story.
Yeah, Providence police arrested a man who allegedly wielded a potato disguised as a gun during a robbery attempt last week. And, I think back to when we were kids when we had those spud guns. But, no, this was just a potato. He, the thing was when he demanded money from a convenience store and a dry cleaner, the convenience store manager chased him off with a baseball bat, and the dry cleaner employee gave him a fake 20 from from a decoy register. So, really, when you talk about dumb criminals, this guy takes the cake.
Pretty bad. Well, did you hear the story about out of Providence, Rhode Island? I thought this was a good one. Providence police arrested a man who allegedly. Oh, that is the potato. Oh, wait, here's my other gun story. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
And my other gun, a man who was cleaning his gun ended up accidentally shooting from the buttocks down in Hollywood, Florida. Or was that the buttocks? I don't know. The incident happened Sunday as the man who was in his 20s was cleaning a .38 caliber handgun at home. The report stated that the firearm dropped to the floor and discharged, hitting the man in the backside. The man was taken to Memorial Regional Hospital as a trauma alert patient, but his condition was unknown as of Monday. Police were alerted after the man went to a neighbor for help. The man, whose name wasn't released, will not face charges.
Well, you said, is it buttocks or buttocks? You say potato, I say potato, so.
Botox. Maybe it's about Botox, not butox.
Well, I know we laid off Florida for a while. Last week I had a Florida story. Corey Evans, a 22-year-old from Boca Raton, Florida, was arrested driving naked, masturbating, attempting to entice a trucker.
Doesn't everyone?
They got a call about 12:49 on Interstate 95, and apparently the car was driving alongside the trucker, matching his speed, and the guy was apparently trying to interest the trucker by keeping his hand firmly on the stick, if you know what I'm saying.
Downshift. Crazy people, I'm telling you.
Well, I've also got, since you're out of stories, right?
Okay, I'm out of material.
All right. Well, teacher accused of giving a student a birthday lap dance in class.
Where was I with these teachers?
We didn't have teachers like that, did we?
I had a teacher who hated me, put ribbons in my getting long, you know.
A
Crazy.
42-year-old teacher performed a full contact lap dance on a middle school student in front of his Texas classmates. Authorities allege. The thing is if he was on his 15th birthday and he's still in middle school, I got some questions. But anyway, the teen told investigators that he sat in a chair next to his teacher's desk as she moved back and forth on his crotch and touched him all over his body. Near the end of the dance, the student said the teacher sank to her knees and put her head between his legs. And during the lap dance, he also smacked her buttocks a couple times.
You know, there's an after part of this story. I don't know if you saw all of this on the internet, but the boy went home and he asked his mother. He says, Mom, I was in the shower today, and I noticed that, like, I'm bigger than all the other boys in the shower. He says, is that because I'm a minority? She says, no, it's because you're 19.
Well, that's all I've got today.
It's more than I've got. I had to dance around there. I didn't think that all the way through before I told it. Folks, have a good day. It's been a good weekend. Thanks for joining us on Baloney Brain. We love you. Thanks, Joe Bridges. Bye-bye, everybody.
We'll see you next time.